it had the pretty princess, it had the social outcast girl, and it had the nerd. It's like all those elements were there, and everything like that. But then it's like really. But then it's like so cool because they fall in and become the avatars of the characters they pick, which is complete opposites and 180s of who they really are. I think it looks fantastic. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. And the thing is, despite the fact that The Rock is currently a mega star, the reality of it is, his movies have been very hit and miss. He's got like one good one, one bad one. One good one, one bad one. This one looks like it's going to go on the good shelf. It looks good. It looks really, really good. Mm-hmm. But we're getting a different face and opinion out of Spike here.
I just think the story could be for a different movie. Do you have to title it Jumanji and take away the whole board games style to it? You know?
Well, I mean, on a technicality, it's just evolving.
It's evolving the game. Jumanji was always a game.
Yeah.
And, look at things now. Board games have evolved to video games. We can play the game of life and Clue on a video game. So, I mean, and not only that, the one big positive to this is that it is its own separate movie, so it's not taking away from Robin Williams' legacy. Mm-hmm. Right. And it could have it could have very easily been a remake.
Yeah, because a lot of people were very apprehensive about this because they felt it was a remake. And I saw a post from one of my fellow Facebook friends that actually wrote, okay, after they saw the trailer, he literally wrote, he goes, all right, I take back every bad word I said about Jumanji. Because, he actually enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. And again, they finally came forth, because even when The Rock does his little funny videos, he calls it Jumanji 2. They actually say it's Jumanji 2. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking forward to it. It looks like a lot of fun.
I think switching it over to a video game was probably the smarter thing, again, to do. But again,
there may even be a story in the movie for that as to why it's suddenly a video game.
Yeah, it could be. Maybe the kids in Jumanji 1 decided to make it into a video game for others to
not
play.
realizing what they did.
Not realizing, oh shit, we just set
everything
the
back in
legend
motion.
of it back. I mean, you never know. There might be a good tie into it, but I think the most important thing is that it's not ever going to take away from Robin Williams' legacy in the first Jumanji. Mm-hmm.
Well, moving on over to Friday news. Holy crap, I didn't realize we had this much news, but we're doing pretty good here. For you Rick and Morty fans, there is finally some good news. They finally dropped an announcement that Rick and Morty Season 3 is getting its release date and trailer. There's a trailer out right now and everything like that, and it will be arriving on July 30th, which of course is a Sunday. Now, Rick and Morty, everybody's like, well, what was been the holdup? Well, there's a lot of internal fighting between writers, producers, and everything. There's a big skirmish going on, and everything like that. Would put a big delay on everything. And they're not even confirming that there's going to be a season. They haven't confirmed whether this is just going to be one singular new episode. They're not confirming whether this is the beginning of the new season or anything like that. All they're saying is, look, they're slated for 10 episodes. And they're like, look, we're going to call a spade a spade. We're still fighting. Damn. Yeah, so take it for what it's worth right now. July 30th. Enjoy your Rick and Morty because right now things are topsy-turvy back there.
I am honestly, I know a lot of people are going to be like, what? I'm actually surprised Rick and Morty became as big as it did.
Oh, it's huge right now.
Only because, and I only say this because Adult Swim has also been very hit and miss lately. Mm-hmm. So, for them to actually have a show this big again is...
On Adult Swim, absolutely.
Yeah, it's huge. Because, even Venture Brothers can't get a fucking full season in anymore.
Tell me about it.
So,
I'm a Venture Brothers.
It's just unfortunate that every time I try to watch Rick and Morty, they play the same fucking episode.
Yeah, I know.
The one where they're in space... Who would have
thought that the mayor thing needs...
That the mayor thing needs the human man's testicles. Yeah. I keep seeing that same episode so much.
It was funny the first time.
Exactly.
Not the 8th time.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, I've seen it.
It's like that's the only episode I, unfortunately, keep coming across.
Yeah, seriously. All right, well, moving forward to Friday news, we got to get into our main topic. Holy shit. And everything like that. Everybody's still reeling, of course, over the loss of the legendary, iconic Adam West and everything like that. Well, Family Guy, producers of Family Guy have confirmed, before he passed away, Adam West, I don't know, it's almost like, it was almost like destined to be this way, that he left behind a couple of gems for us to, because there's the animated movie and a couple other things. Well, in fact, Adam West did complete lines for 5 episodes of Family Guy. That's cool. And everything like that. And producers were asked, were they ever thought about shelving them only because since Adam West wasn't with us anymore and like that, and they said you know what? That conversation never came up. That idea never crossed our mind. Ever. Mm-hmm. These episodes will release in the new season honoring Mayor West.
Why would you show them?
I guess some producers might go that route only because it's like, okay, how do we close out this character? I don't know how to do it, so we're just going to make him disappear. No, producers are like, you know what? This is Adam West's final pieces and final gems for us all to enjoy, and we're going to enjoy them.
Good.
So in the new season, look for at least 5 more episodes featuring Mayor West. In an interesting tidbit, I'm not really going to call it what the fuck. This is more of an opinion piece and all that, because I know you've circulated on this and multiple other toy lines, Nerf and things like that, and everything like that. Apparently, Gary Basham, who's listening to the show tonight and everything like that, WWE, of course, has a toy line, as we always know, for years and years and years and years, working with Mattel. Well, apparently, as part of this whole, I guess, Divas evolution thing and everything like that, everything is female-fronted. Apparently, this marked the first time between Raw, NXT, and SmackDown this week that all 3 episodes were ended by a woman's main event on all 3 shows. And obviously, this is all forward pushing because they have the women's tournament that's happening this summer and everything like that. Well, they're going one step further where WWE and Mattel are now releasing a full-blown girls' toy line with girl-style action figures, a la, I guess, DC superhero girls. Some of them with dresses, and you could change. There was like a Sasha Banks and a Bayley one with CD covers and everything, like for DVD covers or something like that. But basically, a legitimate girls' toy line.
That is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life.
Mm.
Like, it really is. I'm sorry. Because these are characters that already get created as action figures. Just buy the fucking action figures as is. Because giving them a complete girly spin completely takes away from the fact of that quote-unquote gender equality thing that everybody wants so badly.
Yeah.
Just buy the regular action figures.
Now, what was interesting on this, though, is majority of the females were shown in this picture. It was Natty, Becky Lynch, Charlotte, Sasha, Bayley, and everything like that. Now, oddly missing was Lana, who they're trying to push and everything like that. But included was Eva Marie, who up and down right now in recent interviews trying to deny the fact that she's like, oh no, I never know when I can be back, and you're gone, and everything like that. Also, kind of missing was Alexa Bliss, who's like, if you're gonna go that route, that's a Barbie right there.
Maybe she'd be the size of a Skipper doll. Though.
Yeah. And not for nothing, as part of this whole women's evolution thing, I think, honestly, where's the Nia Jax one? Because the funny thing is, if you go on her Twitter feed and everything like that, or everything like that, the hottest female WWE action figure right now is actually Nia Jax.
Yes.
Her figure is currently the hottest figure that everybody's picking up because she's different. And it's the body. That's the thing. It's like, she is attractive. She used to be a model and everything like that. And she wears her plus side with pride. Like, she's like, this is me, baby. Take it in. This is what I look like. This is all of me. And people are loving the figure so much because, like, they didn't try to pretty it. It's like, not that there's anything wrong with it, but it's like, this is what Nia looks like. And people are absolutely loving her action figure that it's flying off the shelves. You have to order it.
Yeah.
And everything like that they are loving it so much. It's like, okay, so where's the Nia Jax girl version?
Mm-hmm. See, now, Rob Beers just actually wrote this out, and I gotta state it because technically he's right and technically he's wrong, where it just says he was thinking they were putting out female action figures. On a technicality, yes, they're putting out female action figures. But, again, the problem with it is that they're just female action figures completely...
They're stylized for girls.
Stylized and girlied out, which, again, there's no problem with that, but if they're trying to keep this all on an equal playing field...
Then get the action figures.
Then just get the girl action figures when they come out. There is absolutely no need to create...
a girl line.
Yeah, to create that divide.
Yeah. It's kind of like... I know it's kind of hard because I posted a picture on the page, if you guys want to check it out, of what the toy line looks like. Of course, the belt is part of it, but the belt has been out in a while, too. But when we say a girl line, we mean, like, again, DC superhero girls, where they're made, like, they're made more of a girlish, Barbie-ish look, and everything like that.
Yeah, like that's the thing. I don't think.
And that's the thing that, like, if that's what you want, then just get the figures.
See, that's what I think. A lot of people are not.
Yeah, that's the thing. You have to kind of see the picture to see.
Yeah,
what we're
a lot of people
about.
aren't. Kind of like I said, the equivalent of it would be the Nerf guns. Nerf guns are gender fluid. A girl can play with Nerf guns. A guy can, a boy can play with Nerf guns.
Can play with Nerf guns.
Yes,
you don't have to paint the girl.
Because they're just Nerf guns. However, out of nowhere, Nerf decides to create Nerf Rebel, and they gave guns with pink designs specifically for girls. That is basically what these wrestling action figures are. It's basically saying, hey, we're Mattel, we make action figures for guys, we make action figures of the girls' characters, but we're going to put a pretty pink little bow on this one now, because this one is just specifically for the girls.
Yeah.
But there's no reason for it. That's the point I'm trying to get across to the listeners.
Yeah, exactly. So definitely check out the picture. You get a better idea what we're talking about. But basically, this is legitimately a girl toy line. Because, again, it's made in a Barbie-esque style. I don't know that, they come with dresses that you could change and clothing you could change and bows and things like that and a fashion. So it's like...
I mean, on one hand, I'm like, okay, that is kind of cool. But again, if you are a girl and you are a wrestling fan, then those things are inconsequential.
Exactly.
That means that you love the female wrestler
and you wrestling.
Want the female wrestler figure. You don't want to take the female wrestler and put her in a dress because you don't know her as that character. You know Bayley as Bayley. Period. You don't know Bayley in an evening gown.
The idea is to have the women strong characters.
What's up?
Wouldn't hold this out, put them all in dresses and toys. Wouldn't that take away how their characters aren't being tough as men?
That's what we're saying.
Again.
Yes.
Yeah. In a sense, it almost turns them back to divas again.
Yeah, exactly. The idea is that they're strong, athletic women, strong, athletic role models. Not saying that being in a dress, whatever, negates that. But the point is, again, it takes away that idea that they're trying to make.
Yeah.
And everything like that. But check out the picture for yourself, guys, on the news feed, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
A good point that Brad is just saying here, where's Kevin Noah in the suit? You know what? I'd be all for this line if they made the male characters for the girls to play with as well.
Yeah.
Make the guy characters. Make a Miz and Maurice 2-pack where they're in their wrestling gear, and you give them their Miz in-ring promo gear where she's in a nice dress or in a nice
because there's
nice
even
outfit. Do that then. If you're going to do it, give these little girls the male characters to play with
because
as well.
even down to the quote-unquote accessory set, the play set, because there's always a play set or something like that, it's almost there's a pretty backstage thing. It's like the backstage, the entranceway is very pretty. There's a nice red velvety couch and a lot of pretty little items, and it's they're wrestlers.
Yeah. So you know what? I'm going to go with Brad's thinking on this. And if you're going to create these kind of dolls for the female wrestling fans, do it both ways. What if your daughter is, let's just shoot the shit right here. What if your daughter is a Triple H fan? Okay, then you make a Triple H doll for her to play with as well that has him in his big roaring Triple H leather denim jacket gear, and then give him a suit on the side.
Yeah.
Why the fuck not? If we're gonna try to embrace the girls,
then go the whole way.
As fans, go all out and don't just give them the female wrestlers because if they're watching it, that means they love more
wrestling.
than just the females as well. Yes.
But let's face facts. Let's face facts. The predominant males that women enjoy, that we obviously know of in wrestling, love them or hate them. Whenever we're at live events, the female ovation that Roman Reigns gets.
Yeah.
Women love Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins. Oh my God, when we're there. Seth Rollins. Women love Seth Rollins. Yep. There are, Dean Ambrose, there are certain...
Jeff Hardy,
the Hardy Boys, they love them. But that's the thing. The point is, again, we're straying a little, obviously, far from here.
Yes, I'm reading comments as we go. Mike, yes, we are excited that girls are getting into these toys. That is not what we are saying. Mm-hmm. What we are saying is that these are toys that have already existed. So, I mean, again, it's an opinion piece. Yeah. If you guys are for this, that's fine. We're not saying be against this. If your little girl wants these, by all means, go and get them. We're not saying for you guys to be against it. We're not saying you guys have to agree with us.
Yes.
Okay? It's just more so a matter of, I just personally feel that it seems more like a cash grab as opposed to something that they're doing nicely for their fans. Because, again, these are characters that are already